heart if you close your eyes.
Yo guys, Mental Gamer here and welcome back to another video. Sorry if this video's out late again, I'm quite busy lately and I've just really not found time to film. But again, thank you all so much for the support honestly means so much to me. Anyway, today's video is a video that's been suggested quite a bit and it's an extension of my last video, and that is Spider-Man PS4 second mission idea. So let's get straight on with the second mission idea. So the second mission takes place the day after the first mission, and it's much more chill than the first one because obviously in the first one we took out Kingpin and it was all quite hectic. But now we're going to get a look into Peter's life and a more calm environment. So the second mission is set in Aunt May's 5-year thank you party at Feast, and we go along as Peter to just help out and see Aunt May, and the whole mission is all Peter Parker gameplay. So we go into Feast and we help out, we give people food, etc, all of that stuff, and we meet Martin Lee. By we, I mean us as the player. We meet Martin Lee for the first time in the game, but Peter already knows him and they have quite a well-established relationship because Peter's aunt has obviously been working there for 5 years, so Peter's met Martin Lee quite a few times in the past. So Aunt May, Peter and Martin are just having a conversation, and Martin tells us how Feast is understaffed and the whole business is struggling due to the villains and the crooks out in the city that are destroying people's lives and homes, which adds pressure to Feast. And that also kind of brings along some dramatic irony because Martin is actually one of those villains that are out there making it harder for people to live when he is Mr. Negative. So this one conversation is actually kind of complicated already. And Martin Lee does start showing some small hints of his duality in this conversation. So maybe he says some odd stuff, or he has scars that he can't explain. And then he goes on to explaining how Spider-Man helps the situation and helps relieve some of that pressure from Feast. And then that further adds more dramatic irony to the conversation because we know that Peter is Spider-Man, and that also adds tension. So even though this is only Peter Parker gameplay and we're literally just having a conversation with people we know, there is still quite a lot of tension here. And this also introduces the player to the Peter/Spider-Man duality and starts giving us tasters of those worlds colliding. So when we're having these conversations, we could choose how to reply. So it could be, you know, like the Telltale system, but not with such high stakes or anything like that. But we just choose how to reply to the conversation and how to act, because we have to ensure that we don't seem suspicious when Spider-Man's mentioned or anything like that. So that makes us feel like Peter, because obviously as Peter Parker he is going to feel pressured into making sure no one realises he is Spider-Man, and he's got to keep that identity secret, which is what we as the player would have to do in this mission where we are literally just having a conversation. Because Peter Parker and Spider-Man are constantly going to be under threat. Spider-Man's got the threat of the criminals, and Peter's got the threat of people knowing that he is Spider-Man, and he has to keep that secret hidden. So basically in this mission we are literally just in Feast with Aunt May and Martin Lee, and we're just helping out around Feast, and we are having this conversation with Martin and Aunt May, and we're just making sure we keep our secrets secret. And then suddenly Martin has to leave. He suddenly starts to switch and we see his face drop and he just leaves. Maybe he says that he's got to go somewhere, or maybe he literally just leaves without saying anything. So this starts to add mystery to the mission, and obviously Peter and Aunt May are wondering what the hell's going on. So then we just give Aunt May a hug, and then we leave as well, and that could be the end of mission 2. And I feel like that mission leads on nicely to the reveal of Martin Lee being Mr. Negative. Anyway, that is the end of my second mission idea, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if this video seems a bit short. I have got other videos that will hopefully be longer. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. And thank you all so much for the support lately. Make sure you leave in the comments your ideas for the second mission and for anything. And also leave some suggestions for what you'd like me to do next. I always listen to them, and I usually end up doing them in the end. So I have got shout-outs today. I've tried not to make it such a long list, so to people that always get shout-outs, I will probably not do as much, and I'm going to try to involve some newer people, which is quite ironic because most of today's shout-outs are people that usually get shout-outs. Anyway, today's shout-outs are Drafty Jupiter 17 Grayson, been really awesome in the comments, STSAV, Super Sam, Luke Sec, Aha Universe Gaming and Austin Pascal. So thank you to all of you for your kind words, your suggestions, your comments, and also thank you to everyone who comments, likes, subscribes, watches. Thank you to everyone for the support. So with all of that said, that is the end of the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. I'm Mental Gamer, over and out.